to item 4.8, our Student Senate Annual Report, and we have the retiring president, Kevin Feliciano. And Kevin, I don't know who your guest is, if you'd introduce him.
I will make an introduction in a moment. Good afternoon, members of the board. As Mr. President said, I am Kevin Feliciano. I am the outgoing Student Senate for California Community College's president, and with me today is the incoming president of the Student Senate, Mr. Rich Copenhagen, a senator from Region 3, and I'll give him this moment to kind of introduce himself and tell you guys a little bit about him.
All right, are we live? Okay.
Yeah.
So my name is Rich Copenhagen. I'm a senator from Region 3. That's the Oakland, Berkeley, all the way Contra Costa, San Francisco area. And specifically, I go to the Peralta colleges. And actually, I'm the successor on the Board of Trustees to Ms. Storm here. And I finished my term this last year on that board. And now I'm taking office as the president of the Student Senate for California Community Colleges, and I'm really looking forward to serving and being here with all of you. Thank you.
So we'll try and keep this presentation brief. As you guys know, the representation authority for the Student Senate comes from the Board of Governors in Title V, Section 50002, and we use that as kind of our way to be involved in the shared governance process here in the state. So in the course of the year, we do many projects outside of shared governance, which we'll talk about in this annual report. We're hoping that we can make this a yearly event to the Board of Governors to keep you guys informed about the activities of the Student Senate. We do participate in the Board of Governors Student Affairs Committee, which does meet every time the Board of Governors does meet. And so we're hoping that we can provide regular updates like this to the board as well. The Student Senate Council is made up of 30 senators from the 10 SSCCC regions. Each community college does fall within a region. This year, you know, like any other organization, we did have some turnover in senators. We had 41 different senators from 34 different colleges. So we did have a good representation of colleges from across the state. Earlier in the year, we did set 4 goals. Until recently, we had 4 goals. For purposes of the Student Senate, which is accountability, representation, communication, and collaboration. This past General Assembly, we did add our 5th one, which is advocacy. So this year we set our 4 goals to be organizational accountability and effectiveness, improving public relations and in communications with our constituency, building better relationships, and defining and strengthening our role in statewide representation. And so under our first goal, things that we've done to achieve this goal, we've begun a review of our Constitution and bylaws and also our policies and procedures. There are a lot of activities that the Student Senate does that does not have any formal written procedure in place. And so we've started kind of the trend to get that stuff written down. But it does take a while. And so we're hoping that the next council will continue this as well. Every member of the Student Senate did complete the ethics training that you all have to complete as well, as prescribed by Assembly Bill 1234. We did look at committee consolidation, partnerships between committees that have similar charges and purposes. Our committees did meet consistently. They do meet on the Saturday night of our 2-day meetings every month. We do have a backlog of resolutions. Every General Assembly, we adopt resolutions that are essentially directions from the body about how we, as the Student Senate, should go in terms of a policy direction or a statement on an issue. And we've been dealing with years of resolutions that have little to no kind of movement since they've been passed. And then we also did adopt a council budget for the 2011 and 2012 year.
And I will be addressing goal number 2, which had to do with public relations, both and communication with our constituency. In the process of doing our advocacy work and work with